Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm going to talk about how side hustle mentality leads to side hustle like results. It's pretty obvious that if you only put 50% into something, you're only going to get 50% out. I know my last video kind of contradicted it, but there's context behind it, there's nuances. The basis of it is, I think it's Newton's third law, is that for every force there's an equal and opposite reaction. So to bring it back down to earth with side hustle results, right? If you're going to get into appointment setting, for example, or sales, it's often marketed as a nice side hustle to get into. And while there is some truth to that, and I know some people's situations make it hard to make it full time, there's always more you can do. There's always a way you can make it closer to a full time thing. And the reason why it's good to make it a full time thing is because you then truly reap the rewards of appointment setting and sales. Now you'll have all this time in the world that you're focusing on sales, on selling, on improving on your sales, or with appointment setting. Now you got more time to go through the inbox. You got more time to do outreach, stuff like that. Whereas if you're gonna just do it as a side hustle, let's say you're working at McDonald's right now, and you're doing some appointment setting on the side, you're severely limited because again, remember, keep it in the context of who you're competing with. You're competing with people who do this as a full-time thing. So if you're working at McDonald's right now, you're doing like a 12-hour shift, I don't know, and you only have a limited amount of time. Not only do you have a limited amount of time to put into this, you also have a limited amount of energy, because I imagine when you come home from work, you're super tired and you do not want to do this. Maybe you're trying to look for a position. You don't want to send the outreach, and you only end up sending like 10 and you slack off, right? And that's going to compound too. So that's what you got to bear in mind. If you just put in like 50% of energy, time, focus, etc., you're only going to get 50% of the results. Or you're slowing yourself down by twice the amount of time, if that makes sense, compared to if you just went 100%. I haven't spoken to this guy, but he preaches all about, he's in our similar industry, and he talks about this as well, about sales, appointment setting, telling people to get into remote sales. Like, I'm actually gonna have dinner with him tomorrow, but one of the things he preaches about, and one of the solutions to this, is that let's say you have a full-time job right now, and this is what he used to do too. If you have a full-time job right now, see if you can dial it down to part-time. Work less hours. Maybe you make less money, but remember, it's like, what's your end goal here? Is it trying to leave the 9 to 5? Then in this case, that's a step you need to take. So take it from full-time. This is what he says. So full-time, and then to part-time, and then maybe on the side, or this could be what you end up doing, switching over to doing like food delivery, like Uber Eats or Deliveroo. So the good thing about that is that you can work on your own schedule, because all you have to do now is just answer the requests of people who want food, and you just deliver it to them instead of having to work a 9 to 5. So while you're doing your Deliveroo, while you're doing your part-time work, that's when you have way more time and energy to put into outreach, for example, or to put into appointment setting and sales. Now you can take more calls. Let's say before, when you were working at McDonald's, you can only take 2 to 3 calls. Now you can take 6 calls a day. And then what's that going to lead to? It's going to lead to more closes. You're going to get better at sales, and you're going to earn more commission. Before you know it, you're now making this a full-time thing, right? So I know it's always marketed, as I said, it's always marketed as this nice side hustle, and maybe that's going to be the reality for you for an extended period of time, which I understand. But just also be aware of the knock-on effect of that, which, as you know, as I keep saying, is you're only going to get side hustle type results. You're only going to get 50% of results, if that makes sense. So there's always a way. There's a mosquito. It's trying to bite me. There's always something you can do. There's always something you can be doing. So that's the little game plan that I gave you. Well, my friend gave you. And yeah, not going to be a long video today. You get the point. It's just if you approach something with side hustle results, you're only going to get side hustle. Jesus Christ. I mean, if you only approach things with a side hustle mentality, you're only going to get side hustle results. So make sure, if you want to do this, or anything with life really, always want to be thinking in all or nothing situations. While it is more risky, again, I'm not going to keep saying it, but all in or nothing, baby. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you do want to get into appointment setting, if you do want to get into sales, and you do want to make it a full-time income, replace your current income right now, work remotely, link is in the description below. You can book a call, see if we're a good fit, and we'll take it from there. Alternatively, I'll also link some free training that'll help you get into appointment setting and sales step by step. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this with a friend who might need it, and I'll see you in the next one.